So, here's something that happened to me last week. I'm standing in front of the mirror, getting ready for the day, and I spot it. Another white hair. And honestly, it hits differently when you're in your late 20s or early 30s, right? More than 60% of Americans have some gray hair by age 40, and for many of us, it starts way earlier than that. Today, we're diving into the science of why our hair turns white, and more importantly, I'm sharing 5 scientifically backed ways you can actually slow down the process. Understanding what's happening in your hair follicles right now could change how you think about aging altogether. The science behind white hair. Let's start with the basics. Your hair isn't actually turning white or gray. What's really happening is that it's losing color entirely. And when light reflects off these clear hairs, they appear white or gray to our eyes. Inside each of your hair follicles, there are specialized cells called melanocytes. Think of them as tiny paint factories that produce melanin, the pigment that gives your hair its color. Whether you're a brunette, blonde, or redhead, it all comes down to the type and amount of melanin these cells produce. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Recent research from New York University, published in Nature in 2023, discovered something groundbreaking. These melanocytes have stem cells that can transform back and forth between being stem cells and becoming mature pigment-producing cells. But as we age, these stem cells start getting stuck in the wrong location within the hair follicle, unable to mature into functioning melanocytes. The study showed that in older subjects, more and more of these cells stayed stuck, unable to produce pigment. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that in hair, follicles producing white hair, melanocytes are essentially absent. They're just gone. But it's not just about cell migration. Studies reveal that white hair follicles have significantly higher levels of cellular damage caused by free radicals. Scientists discovered that white hair follicles accumulate hydrogen peroxide and lack the antioxidant enzymes, like catalysts that normally break it down. This oxidative stress literally damages the melanocyte stem cells until they can no longer function. And yes, genetics plays a massive role here. If your parents went gray early, there's a strong autosomal dominant pattern that means you probably will too. Why some go gray earlier? Why do some people get white hair in their 20s, while others keep their color into their 50s? Research published in the British Journal of Dermatology found that premature graying affects anywhere from 6 to 23% of people. By the time they have 50% gray hair at age 50, studies have linked premature graying to several factors. Vitamin B12 deficiency shows up in about 55% of people with pernicious anemia who gray before 50. Thyroid conditions matter too, because thyroid hormones directly affect melanogenesis in your hair follicles. Even smoking has been significantly correlated with premature graying, likely due to its pro-oxidant effects that increase free radical damage. And stress? A 2020 study published in Nature demonstrated that stress activated the sympathetic nervous system, which depleted melanocyte stem cells. The graying was permanent because once those stem cells were gone, they couldn't regenerate. So yes, stress can literally make you go gray faster. Now that we understand the science, let's talk about what you can actually do about it. And if you're finding this valuable so far, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps more people discover this content. Okay, now let's jump into 5 proven ways to slow down gray hair. How to slow down gray hair. Step 1. Boost your antioxidants. Remember that hydrogen peroxide buildup? Antioxidants are your defense against that oxidative stress. A 2020 study concluded that increasing antioxidant intake likely yields therapeutic benefits for premature graying. Focus on vitamin C-rich foods like oranges, bell peppers, and broccoli. These elevate glutathione, a master antioxidant, that combats hydrogen peroxide accumulation in your follicles. Vitamin E from avocados and leafy greens acts as another powerful protector. One clinical trial found that 64% of participants saw less gray growth after 3 months of targeted antioxidant use. How to slow down gray hair. Step 2. Fix your vitamin and mineral deficiencies. This is huge. Studies have identified specific nutrient deficiencies linked directly to premature graying. Vitamin B12 is critical because it's involved in melanin production. Research shows that people with vitamin B12 deficiency have significantly higher rates of premature graying. Copper is essential because it's directly involved in melanin synthesis. Studies indicate that copper deficiency accelerates graying by impairing the body's ability to produce pigment. The same goes for vitamin D. Recent research found that young people with graying hair tend to have vitamin D deficiencies. Iron matters too because it influences melanogenesis, the actual production of melanin. Zinc and selenium round out the list, as they support the antioxidant systems that protect your melanocytes. How to slow down gray hair. Step 3. Reduce chronic stress. This isn't just feel-good advice anymore. That 2020 Nature study showed that stress hormones can interrupt melanin production by depleting melanocyte stem cells. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol and activates your sympathetic nervous system, which can permanently damage the stem cells responsible for hair pigmentation. Meditation and mindfulness practices have been shown to reduce cortisol levels. Regular exercise is critical because it not only minimizes stress, but also boosts serotonin and reduces oxidative stress in your body. Even 5 minutes a day for deep breathing exercises can make a measurable difference. These aren't luxuries, they're protective strategies for your hair. How to slow down gray hair. Step 4. Clean up your lifestyle habits. Let's be real here. If you're smoking, you need to quit. Multiple studies in the International Journal of Trichology have shown a significant correlation between smoking and premature graying. Smoking creates massive oxidative stress throughout your body. Sun exposure is another factor. Excessive UV radiation causes photochemical damage to your hair proteins and accelerates pigment deterioration. Research indicates that 72% of people with European ancestry experience hair photobleaching from sun exposure. Wear hats and use hair products with UV protection. Also, reconsider your diet. Studies show that high-fat diets can speed up the depletion of hair follicle stem cells. Research from the University of Tokyo found that subjects on high-fat diets for 6 months had significantly fewer hair follicles compared to those on regular diets. Cutting back on deep-fried and excessive fatty foods can actually protect your hair's pigmentation. How to slow down gray hair. Step 5. Use targeted supplements. While a balanced diet should be your foundation, certain supplements show promise. Vitamin B5 has shown in lab studies the ability to potentially reverse graying hair, though more human research is needed. L-tyrosine is an amino acid your body uses to produce melanin, and supplementation may help enhance melanin production while reducing inflammation and stress. Collagen supplements are being studied because collagen may help maintain the health and stability of hair follicles. Plus, collagen acts as an antioxidant to fight the free radical damage that accelerates graying, and adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha help balance stress hormones and may support healthier hair regrowth. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. We can't completely stop the aging process. Your genetics are what they are. But the research is clear. By managing oxidative stress through antioxidants, correcting nutrient deficiencies, managing stress effectively, cleaning up lifestyle habits, and considering targeted supplementation, you can slow down the process. Some people in clinical trials even reported seeing new pigment return after months of consistent intervention. Gray hair isn't just about age. It's about cellular health, oxidative damage, and stem cell maintenance. When you address these root causes, you're not just protecting your hair color, you're supporting your overall health, and potentially slowing down other aspects of cellular aging too. If this video helped you understand what's really happening with your hair and what you can actually do about it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're diving deep into the science behind aging and health, always bringing you evidence-based information you can actually use. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.